Hey gang, hopefully you can hear me. Let me just make sure. Sound check, just a double check. I believe it is on. It says it is. So good to see everyone. And looks like we have member Mike NLTMW is here from Ontario. um, Niagara Falls. Jalen, good to see you. Another member, and you can tell by the little bitty circle next to the name with the little kind of lines on it there for membership. Thank you for being a member from Low Country of South Carolina, right down the street from me. It's a ways more than a street, but anyway, we have Andy. He didn't put his usual phrase there. He usually says the hermit from Hermitage, but from Tennessee, not near me. But anyway, good. Audio good. Afternoon, gentlemen. Yes, we can hear. Fantastic. Good to hear. This is I've been trying to do shows as tips unless I have a guest. So today is no guest. We're going to do a show as a tip. And some of these are some of my favorite ones that I use all the time. So I'm going to share some of these with you, and hopefully that you either do this or don't do this or whatever, or maybe you have a favorite one. You're welcome to put that in here as well. Try to keep up with comments as we go as well. And don't forget, we would love to have you tell us the city, state, country, etc. that you are from. All right, on to it. Let's get right to it. All right. Andy says just a short drive from you. No, it's not. It's very, very far. Bellevue/Redmond and sunny. Thank you, Bob. Nice to see you again. All members today watching. But if anybody's rewatching, let me know if this helped you. Just, with a thumbs up or a like or something like that, if it did help you when you're rewatching this. And also give me some of yours, shortcuts that you use if you don't already do so. So let's get right to it. I'm going to swing on over. This is my screen. So I have my screen right here. This is my Google Calendar for tinkering. Obviously, I don't have a whole lot of stuff on there because I use my regular calendar, but this is a great one that I do test and show stuff and do that kind of stuff. You may not know these shortcuts, but I'm going to hit a couple letters, and this is not going to be a very long tip or show today, but it's just going to show you some points, and hopefully it helps you out. You can type letters like, for example, if I go, let me just go over. I'm going to hit these arrows here to take me in a couple months from now. If I want to go to today, all I have to do is hit the T. Boom, it takes me right back to today. So it takes me to the monthly calendar that has today's date in it. And so what I did was, oops, I did that wrong. Let me try this again. Okay, so, and you can see there's the 17th. All I did was, as I typed T, here are some of the ones that I'm going to be doing today. So T, G, C, S, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's just some of the letters that I'm going to type today to show you some of these things. So one thing is super cool. A lot of people know this already, but if you want to go to, hello, Diane. There's Diane, also a member as well. Nice to see you. And a lot of people go to the gear wheel. So a lot of times you go to the gear wheel to get to settings a lot of times, but it's like a couple steps. You have to hit that gear wheel, then settings. But did you know that all you have to do, and I'm going to hit it right now, is go hit S. S takes you to your settings right away. And you can go in and look at whatever you want to look at in settings. How cool is that? Love it. That's one that I use quite often. I wish more of the Google products had that as a feature, which is super cool. So remember that. T is today. So if I'm months ahead, say I go right here to July, and then I want to hit T, I'm going to hit T right now, and it takes me back to today. That's April 17th. So then we can also do S for settings. Boom, back to settings. There we go. There you go. And one thing that doesn't work, if you're in settings It won't take you back if you hit T, just so you know, just to kind of give you some feedback there. One thing is, a lot of times somebody will say, hey, what are you doing on August 17th or August 28th or something like that? And I said, well, that's my someone's birthday that in my family that I should know. But let me go look at it. So let's go to, if I hit G, I can now go to August 17th. So let's just, or August 28th, let's just say 8/28/24 and go. Let's see if it'll work by doing that. Look at there. There we go. I'm in the August calendar. I can see my calendar, and the 28th is showing. You can see it brought me to August. I can go down here and see 28. Very cool feature for go to. Now I want to get back to where I was. What do I hit? I can go up here and hit today. It's a big button right there. Or if I'm already on my keyboard, just go to T. Couple cool things also. Sometimes my calendar gets really crowded, and not this one obviously, but my regular one that I use all the time gets very crowded. So a lot of times I can't see. So I might want to see what's happening for the week or the day, or if I might have a custom calendar that I want to do a 2-week calendar or something like that. So what you can do is I can sit here and I can go, 1 is the day, 2 is the week, 3 is the month, 4 is custom, which I don't have one, so it's probably not going to do. Okay, so it did a 4 days is the default custom. 5, this gives me the whole agenda, is my 5th one there. And then I go back to 1. It takes me back to that to find the one I want. This is an amazing way to do that. You can also hit, I believe it's D for day, W for week. Yep, so far it's working. M for month. Don't think there's anything else, but here day, I can hit the month tab here. I don't know if you can see that, but you can see when I hit the month down arrow right here, it gives me day with a D, W, M, Y for a year. Schedule, I think that's custom, maybe, I don't know. And then 4 days, I don't know. But those are the letters you can use for that. So, schedule was the agenda. That's right. So it's kind of cool that you can do that with shortcuts. And I do this all the time, but I take for granted a lot of times when I'm doing this, I take for granted that I just do this normally. So for me, it's different that way. So it's just something that I do. But anyway, the other thing, this is a shortcut and a tip that I did one time. Let's say you wanted to look at 2 weeks. You can go like this. I don't know if you saw me over here on the calendar here, but I just highlighted those 2 weeks. So I just drug my mouse over this way and then and kept it going to right here. And then I can look at 2 weeks at a time. So I'm going to do that again. So now anytime I hit this, it's always going to do 2-week segments as I go. I just hit like the 10th. I'm going to hit on the 10th and it just pulls 2 weeks at a time because that's what I have highlighted. That's pretty cool too. Now I'm going to change this up and do something different. Let me go to change this and undo that choice. Oops. And now it's doing 2 days. So now it does 2 days at a time. You can do 4 days. Let's just say I do Monday through Friday. So any week that I hit on, it's just going to do Monday through Friday. Sometimes that's the easier way to look too. So that's cool. Yeah. And you can do, let's see, Jolyn says, I generally leave it on 2-week view. These shortcuts are good to learn about. Thanks. Yep, you bet. It worked on 3 weeks. Yeah, it'll work on whatever you want. It's kind of cool. So if you wanted to get every weekday, let's say you wanted weekdays 3 weeks in a row, one thing you cannot do, which would be kind of cool, is if you wanted to eliminate Sundays. Let's say you don't really schedule anything as far as in a calendar on Sundays. So you wanted to just eliminate Sundays or something, you could do something like that. So anyway, that is just a tip for you. Maybe today, boom. I did I did one. Okay, yeah, I did 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, 5. Yep, I did all those. So we got T. T is for today. Takes you back to today. G. G is go to a date. C. What was C? Oh, that's create an event. I forgot. That's the only one I didn't do yet. So that's so cool. I forgot about that one. I'm glad I wrote it down so I would remember. So if I'm in the week view and I'm looking here and I want to create an event, I can click any open space and it starts an event. But if I know that somebody's talking about August 28th, so what I can do, I can always go to C for create an event real quick. It immediately pulls up today's date, but I can create that event, change the date, change times if needed, does not repeat, all that stuff, and start an event just by clicking C. Another cool shortcut. Cool shortcuts. I always fall back on using the mouse, but I'll bet I can remember D, W, M, and Y. And even 1, 2, 3. I have a number pad on my keyboard, so I just do 1, 2, 3, and 4. It's so quick and easy, and I'm already there typing a lot of times, but that's a great point. Good one. Yeah, and you can usually remember the abbreviations for the letters. That is true. How to do keyboard shortcuts on the phone. Well, first of all, you'd have to find a keyboard. No. I don't believe there are keyboard shortcuts on the phone. I don't think there would be either. So anyway. So hopefully this is helpful for you. And remember S is a key one for me because it's a lot less steps. It's going to, when I'm on there, clicking there, going to the settings. Because I go into settings not often, but I mean, it is time when I do that. So, all righty. I wanted to share those things. Thank you folks for watching. It's been about 12 minutes. That's plenty of time for a video. So we've got about 8 people watching. If you do rewatch this, please give me some of your favorite shortcuts that you use when using the calendar. It'd be awesome. I will see members. Those of you that are members will can come into the backstage and we can chat a little further. Appreciate everybody for coming today. Wish S worked with Google Photo. Yeah, that's true. No kidding. Thanks for sharing with us. Be safe, y'all. Yep, absolutely. Appreciate you guys. I'm going to take us on out. Thanks, everybody. We will see you in the backstage if you are a member at the tinkering level or higher. See you, folks. Have a good one, and thank you.